find it in your stone trap. There we go.
That's right.
I got it. Stop panicking, everyone. Yep, I dropped it again. G'day everyone, welcome back. We had a bit of excitement last night. I should stop saying, you know, I'm going to put the camera down and if something exciting happens, I'll get it out here. Because we had two breakdowns last night. I didn't record them, as you guys can obviously tell, because it wasn't in the last video. But yeah, that was fun. Anyway, we're waiting for Boof. We've got the 100 tonner 860 and PS1 and PS2 all full. So the boys did have a pretty good run at it last night. So if we look here on land tracks, you'll see that there's a bunch of green. That's when Dad's center mat went on his header, just like Henry's did the other night. Dad's went yesterday as well. So Dad's went at about 5 o'clock yesterday. And because I'd already done one, it was fresh in my mind and we got it done really quickly, which was good. Then I've got to find out what happened with Henry because I knocked off. But I think what happened is he picked up a rock, which broke his retractable finger, and it was extended out. And on the top of the retractable drums, there is a like a guard that stops. Yeah, it just stops things from coming back out essentially. And from what I understand, is it came out, hit that guard, and ripped it and pulled it out. So you can see here that there's a whole bunch of yellow, and that's because that's when Dad was going by himself, and yeah, that was because Henry was trying to fix that. And then I don't know, they look at that, they finished that, they did a few long passes after that, and then they pulled up probably by about 9 o'clock. So a good lot of work done yesterday. They did all of this and all of that. So all in all, a very good result. Today we will finish this part here. Go down here, this is where the gravel pit is down there. They'll finish that and we'll probably jump into B as well, get in there and maybe finish that, and then we'll go back into D. So I'm not going to need 2 chasers again. I will for when we're doing that part down at the gravel pit. It's too far, but for most of the day I'm only going to need 1 chaser, which is yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's just what it is. The boys, well, it'll be Isaac's turn to have it off, so we'll just see what we come up with for the day. There's a few little odd jobs around that he can do, but it is also 33 degrees today, so it's nice and warm, which is good. So once I'm done here, I'll go and start up the fire truck, probably give the pump a run as well, just make sure that's all working. And yeah, just so we're ready just in case we need it. I can see the dust of Boof on the road now, so it won't be too long. So have you guys sunscreened up today? Make sure you've been sun smart. It's yeah, I can't stress it enough. Now I did read the comment that someone said that the sunscreen, there's been a whole thing in Australia about it, and you know, was I aware of it? Yes, I'm aware of that report that came out. Basically it was saying that some sunscreens are just claiming that God, there goes my voice, claiming that they are SPF 50 when they weren't, and they were, you know, they were really bad for you. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that's what's happened with the world, but yeah, that still doesn't mean don't apply sunscreen. Find a brand that works for you. This is the one that we use as a family. It's reef safe. We get it from the surf shop, and it's really nice. It doesn't end up too oily on your face, and I mean, this one works. This one's definitely SPF 50. Or maybe not all the way to 50, but it definitely works. You know, I can be out in the sun with this, and the kids can be out in the sun swimming, and you know, we don't get burnt. So this stuff obviously does work. And if you're finding that a certain sunscreen might not be working for you, then obviously you're gonna have to look at that. But the message is just, you know, be sun smart. Apply sunscreen, wear a hat, put sunnies on, seek shade, you know, all that good stuff whenever you can, because we want you here for the long run. We don't want you to get skin cancer and melanoma and all that sort of stuff. Protect yourself. Henry's just about to start blowing that down, and then once he's blown it down, we're going to have a look at his that flap. It came off again last night, so we're going to see what we can do to fix it. We've just gone and got Izzy from down at the paddock, so that was down at Esperance and the Canola. So we've just brought that up to the sheds here. So we've got both fire trucks up here, and now it's time to check this one over. So before I fire Fleetwood up and get that rolling, just to make sure she's working, we will just turn on the pump, just make sure that starts, and it does. So it's always good just to check, make sure, you know, you'd hate to get to a fire and, you know, something's not working. We have had the rev cable break before, but that's working, so that's all good. So we can turn that off, and now I can turn Fleetwood on. Oh, it is so nice. I can't get over how nice it is to have that electronic starter motor. Like, oh. Alrighty, so this is the part, without losing my leg here, hang on. Oh. So this is the part here that's come off. Now we've had this happen in previous years with other headers, and what happens is, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, wasn't it?
The R-clip that holds the retractable finger in, that broke. So obviously that comes out and it comes around.
Swung around and it clipped it. Now that's there, as you can see, it's perfectly shaped for the peg there to stop it from burping. So if you don't have this in, the product can just go in and then just come straight around on the pegs. Not that it's meant to, but it can. So we're just gonna probably drill that pop rivet out. We'll see if we can get some other pop rivets in, and then we will, if not, just tech it and deal with it next year. There we go. Because, you know, applying pressure whilst trying to squeeze, probably not the easiest.
Is there much holding it?
There's not much in there. We might pop, if we pop rivet like every second one, and then we'll tech that one there and like probably that one there, and then just keep an eye on that. Oh. No, that one didn't go in. Sort of, kind of. Not.
That'll work.
That'll do the job, and then one over on that side, and that'll stop it from coming out, and
it'll be good to roll.
So Henry was able to get a pot rivet in there and there. I couldn't get this one because you guys can probably see it's a bit bent, and when we put our hand behind the back there, the pot rivet isn't actually in there very well, so it hasn't come through the whole hole. That's why we've gone and we've got a tech there and then a tech there. So if these pop rivets decide to break, this side here can't just come flying out, and then here is, you know, we don't have the center pulling out and then ripping out these rivets as well. I might just drill one over here and do that one there, just looking at how bent these ones are here, and that should keep us nice and protected, and that should keep us going for the year, I reckon. Yeah, it's a simple bush fix, farm fix, but that's what you do. All serviced, ready to roll. Boys are going to head down and yeah, they're going to attack the gravel pit paddock now, so that we've got the 2 chasers, and then as soon as we're done that, we won't need the 2 chasers, and we'll drop one of the chasers out. One of the boys will have the day off again. Yeah, so that's the plan. I got Dex on the back, so I'm going to go and tie him up, and then I'm going to go down to the where the boys will start, and I will grab a sample. Now the moisture is going to be good. What's your guess? I'm going to say I'm going to go 6.7 again. I'm going to say 6.7. But I just like to know what our moisture is, just so that we know, you you just never know. For some reason it could have gone really high, and yeah, you just start harvesting all this wet grain without realizing it, and you get stuck with deliveries. So better to be on top of it. I'm just gonna do the moistury and we'll know. So what's your guess? 6.7, and I'm gonna say I'll say it'll be 48.3 on the oil, because the outside lap down there is velocity, and the oil on the velocity's been better than the oil on the Renegade. You might be able to see it on the camera, but you can see the difference between the velocity and the Renegade. The velocity is the darker one, so the velocity did 2 outside laps and then I ran out, so then I had to chuck in the Renegade. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. This is the only paddock that we have got a side-by-side telltale of, which is gonna, you know, of comparing it. I didn't have seed to keep to go and do trials out in there. I just wanted to grow it in one big bulk spot. It'll be this is a pretty crappy part of the paddock, so it'll be a good indication to see if there is a difference literally side by side, or if there is nothing. Well, 5.5, so I was wrong on the moisture, but 48.7 on the oil. I think that's what I said. I can't even remember. So the Renegade is well behind what the velocity is doing. So I'm going to get back down there, because they're going to be very shortly finish that outside lap and then cracking into doing the split between the two. And I'm very keen to see the difference. Just visually, and just them going around on the outside lap, it does look like it's going to be a couple 100 kilos more. So it really will decide what I do next year. I think I'm going to have to climb up, but that is Renegade, I believe. Actually, no. Yes. No. Yes. No. What is that? Oh, that might be wheat. That's wheat. Okay, so that there is wheat that we saved for possibly doing Slater baits. God, I can't remember. Yeah, so that's wheat there. So these 2 bags here are Renegade. 500 kilos each, so there's a ton. That will do 500 hectares, because we got 2 kilos a hectare. If I decide, when we go, well, we'll go down there right now and we'll decide together. But if for whatever reason it does yield a huge difference, what I think I'll do is I'll either sell that, or I'll keep it just as a backup, and I will get another ton of velocity. I've already got 2 ton pegged down, so I might get 3, and yeah, grow velocity. Just yeah, have it all velocity. Well, let's get down, and we can make this decision together when we get down there, because no point talking about a hypothetical when we can know in about 10 minutes. Well, we're about to find out what the difference is. The boys have, well, they actually both had tram lines there, because Henry comes up on one, and then this is his start of his tram for getting in the right sequence. And that there was doing mid 2s, possibly high 3s, mid 2s to a low 3. So I figured we might as well walk out here and I'll show you the split. See, I know you guys can physically see it on the camera now, there's no denying that. That is the velocity, this is the Renegade. They were both sown at exactly the same time, 2 kilos a hectare for both. The only difference is that this seed you have to buy in, and this seed you can keep, and you can you know, keep growing year after year. This here has got the fasciation in it, so that's what this is here. Not as bad on this one, but you can see how the stem sort of mutates and it becomes 2 sort of, yeah, you can see it. You can see it's like the off type. There's one there, there's one here that's quite bad. And like I was saying last video, the fasciation can get really bad that it actually cankers over it snaps this here and it just cankers over, and you lose all that top yield, and you can just see how much there is through it. So I think the problem is the seed I've got back up there is going to have it in it, and I just don't like it. I just don't like it. So we'll see when Henry gets up here. I've actually got to go because I've got Boof on his way back now, but we'll see what Henry is yielding. Dad will have 50-50, so middle of Dad's header, well, front will be straight up and down there, and yeah, Henry's right out into it, so I'm very keen to see. But I think I've already made my mind up. But just the difference already, there's no way that this could do that. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I want to wait for him to get up closer here because I know he's in the sand now. I don't want to ask him what he's yielding there. I want him to get up here and we'll find out. And then we'll have to duck off and go load Boof. So over there, Henry, you're out of the sand. What's the yield?
2-3, 2-4, 2-3, 2-1, 2-2, 2, 2-1, 1-9, 1-9, 2-1. Yeah, so I'm going to say half a tonne.
Half a tonne down compared to velocity, yeah?
I think so. It's looking like it anyway.
Yeah, okay. I think that's sort of definitely going to make the decision. Side by side, it's half a tonne difference. That's, yeah, and oil's better on the velocity.
Yeah, and I'll just I'll check again when we get up to the top there, because it's actually just looking across at my painting is not as much different to the painting across from me, so it might be a bit closer up there.
Yeah, Rog. I think there's still a difference, but yeah, no, it's pretty stark difference when you're comparing it.
Yeah, yes, I definitely think. I mean, we'll find out once we finish this piece. I'll be able to actually look at the average, and if the average of the velocity in here is good, that's got to be a seller.
Yeah, I mean, it had a pretty hard life. It's going, you've got the outside laps and the tram lines, so yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, maybe, yeah, at least half a tonne difference. Thinking back, it might have been a bit more ryegrass back behind me on the velocity that kept it a bit closer, but yeah, I'm going to say half a tonne.
Rogie, yep, well, that's made the decision. So there you go, guys. We're going to flick Renegade, and we are going to grow velocity, or maybe I'll look at another variety and do, you know, just been down to the mailbox. As you can probably tell, that stuff is Summers. That's his Starlinks, or link, and then accessories, I guess. So if you guys do want to send us anything, there is the mail address is down below. And I did get a parcel and dropped some stuff out. And this is from Walkabout Mother Bins, and also they've got this Outback wrap is what they call it. So you put these on your hoses, so you know, if I can get that one out, so you know which hydraulic hose goes onto which is super handy. We use zip ties, so we've got little green zip ties, little red zip ties for left and right, so port and starboard. But something like this is handy, and yeah, I'll go and chuck them on one of the machines. So thanks guys for sending that. And then they also, and it's quite funny that, you know, I was talking about mother bins literally yesterday and the day before. They obviously Walkabout Mother Bins, they do mother bins. So they've got the that's 110 tonner. I think that's too small for me. Drop the other one. There we go. What's this one?
Hold up there, please, okay.
This one's 165 tonner. So
No, we'll just slow down.
bit of good reading, and yeah, find out you know, the capacity, the size, and how they operate, if they'll fit in our thing. You know, the only mother bin I've looked at so far is the Nyrex one, so the Maximus. Looking at around that 200 ton storage. So I'll have to see if these guys go out to that as well, and yeah, get a quote from them. But yeah, thanks guys. Well, I haven't had the camera for the last little bit because it's just been boring. We've loaded Boof again since that last clip, and he's just on his way back now, and we're about to load him again. And Isaac's just rolling in, so he'll load at the same time. And the boys have nearly finished B block, so they are smashing the hectares, which is yeah, going very nicely. Well everyone, Boof is now just coming in for his last load of the day, and he'll empty the empty this, the 100 tonner and the 860, probably one of the PSs, and we'll go on to another one. The boys have ups and downs with where they're going. They get their speed up and they get in front of Boof, and then Boof just absolutely demolishes them. But anyway, that doesn't matter. We are all doing a good job. Boof's getting it out, boys are smashing the tons. We're now out in D block, so yeah, just all in all a good day. So I'm going to leave the video there. My Vember links are down below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.